Yo, what's good everyone? It's Cyfal, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Lil Darkie type beat. You may have noticed I already did this, but I'm going to be covering a different style of music from him. If you haven't watched part 1, go watch that, because that's his main kind of hard music. Today I'm going to be covering more of his chill, lo-fi, or boom bap songs. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I did with this is I got this guitar loop, and before you click off, I am going to be adding my own melodies, so there will be other stuff if you want to see how I make these melodies. This is just how the loop sounds. Then I pitched it down, and then changed the tempo to 94 to make this. Alright, and then what I did was I just got a piano and tried to figure out the same notes they were using in the guitar chords, and I got this. The way I did that was just listening to it by ear. There's no easy way to figure it out. I know there's plugins that help, but my favorite method is just to listen until they sound good together. Now I'm just going to be using these guitar notes to create my own piano melody on top of it. Alright, I think I know what I want to do. I just gotta figure out this other chord. Alright, now that I got my chords, I'm gonna press Alt and S. And what that does, it kind of brings up this menu, which strums the notes so they're not all playing at the same time. Alright, now last thing melodic wise is I just opened this 3x oscillator plugin and I'm just gonna make a bass in here. Alright, and now I'm going to move on to the drums. So, if you don't have this kit, it's a very good place to start for beats like this. It's called the Ultimate Boom Bap Drum Kit. You guys can use whatever you want, but if you don't have a lot of drums like these, which I don't because I don't make these beats often, I downloaded this kit and they have tons of stuff, just everything. So I'm gonna use some sounds out of here. Alright, so I got my drums and I'm going to be making a very simple kick, snare, and hat pattern. Then I'm just going to add some other percussion in the background after. I noticed the drums in these beats are very simple. I don't see a lot of variation throughout. So yeah, that's what I'm just going to be doing. Alright, now something I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly offset a few notes. Then I'm just going to have that loop throughout. The reason for making the hats offbeat like that is just so it gives it a slightly more human feel. So everything's not perfectly on and robotic sounding. So yeah, that's why I do that. Alright, so before I start the actual kick pattern, I noticed that I need to add sidechain to it. If you don't know what sidechain is, basically whenever the kick hits, the bass or 808 will dip in volume a little bit so it has room for it to breathe, if that makes sense. And it doesn't have to be just with the kick or bass, you could do it with anything. But if you listen to it now, that's how it sounds. So to add sidechain, you see I got the kick in blue and the bass in red. You want to go down to the bottom arrow and then while selected onto the kick, press the bass's arrow. Then you want to open a fruity limiter on the bass. Once you're in limiter, go to compression where it says sidechain, right click, press kick. Then turn those two knobs all the way down. Now you just want to put the threshold wherever it sounds best. The lower you put it, the more the effect plays. Lo-fi kind of has this effect a little exaggerated, but I don't want to do it too much so it doesn't sound too weird when Darkie or whoever's rapping is rapping on it. Alright, now that I got the basic drum pattern, I just got a few perks from the same kit that I'm going to be using in the background of the beat. Alright, now last thing I'm doing is just going to add a variation of the piano melody. And that's it. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and let me know what artists I should cover in next week's video. And I'm sorry I didn't go too in depth in the melodies on this video. People have asked me to, so should I do a melody tutorial? Let me know. That's it. Thanks for watching.